Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode number 26 of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2. Here we can see there's an organizational member messing with the chest that we worked to fix in the last episode. That's always a great start. You know, it always makes me think of happy thoughts. Good things are going to happen to us, I'm sure. Nothing terrible is going to happen out of the organization messing around in this world. But if you didn't pick up on it from the previous episode, we're going to be revisiting a lot of the previous worlds and making our way through them here in this second section of the game. Which in this case, there is going to be some more jumpy nature to these because there's just sort of along the lines of I like to get these all done in like one singular episode per world if we haven't visited it yet. I was trying to split them in half in the past, but at this point we really just need to see like boss battles and stuff like that. I don't feel like we need to go into like great detail of every single Heartless battle. You know, let's review the plot, do all of our grinding off screen. And I just think it'll work out smoother using that process. But for those that have been watching these videos, I do appreciate it. I appreciate any likes, comments, or subscribes. All that good stuff is greatly motivational for myself. I know I mentioned it in a previous episode, but it really is incredible. Like, in a 6-month time frame, we've gone from like 10 subscribers to like 60 some, which I know isn't like an astronomical jump, but you know, it is pretty snazzy when you see something like that going on your channel. So I do appreciate each and every one of you that has taken this time to subscribe thus far. And if you like this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe on your end as well. You know, costs nothing and makes my day. But here we go. Yeah, we're just beating the hell out of these guys. Honestly, these guys, it was like really cool and novelty the first time running into the pirates, like the first time we came to this world. But now that we already know them and stuff like that, like the novelty's gone and they're just sort of like a Heartless that we can only occasionally hit, which sort of it doesn't tickle my balls, if I'm gonna be honest. It just sort of loses its fun nature, I guess, is a good way to put it. Right, because it just slows down the game. That's what I would say. And that's, I know I shared it in the previous boss, but a lot of the bosses, excuse me, in the second section of the game, tend to have that vibe to them. I don't know how I've never noticed that on a replay, but I'm really noticing it this time around. There is like a considerable like slowdown. Like the difficulty of the bosses is around the same, but it takes a lot longer to beat them. So I don't know, just something I noticed. And on the next episode you'll see that's probably the only exception, is the next episode's boss actually gave me a really tough time, but we'll get there when we get there. Let's go to the island to go save Will. And there's battles between going to each location, but like I said, we can cut some of that junk out. Goofy being a little pirate man. Oh, there's Will. He's hanging over the corner. He's had just a little bit too much rum. I understand, Will. We've all been there. They're like, Will, wake up. Wake up, Will. Will, don't leave me. Not today, Will. We need you. Someone took the chest. They were attacked. They were ambushed. There was a man in a black hood. Oh yes, the organization. That's right. They found a way out of the cave. But, of course, he sent a bunch of Heartless and nobody's their way, so he killed a bunch of them. It's like I'm the only one who made it. I feel rather... but like I need to sleep with you, Elizabeth. This is a tragedy. Like, it's our turn. We can handle this. And I do like Jack Sparrow here is like, I didn't sign up for fucking monsters. This ain't happening. We're going home. I sort of agree with him. We got Will. Let's go home. Do we really need to do this? But, of course, the organizational member is here. Who was he just talking to if he just spawned? Of course, here's the organizational member. And I think he calls for parley. Oh. Okay, yeah, here we go. We have to battle his Heartless. Like I said, you're gonna see a lot more forms and stuff like that, like me utilizing forms and drives and stuff. We just haven't used them, like up until the last couple episodes, so I really want to milk them for all they're worth while we can. This Heartless in this stage is really a joke. We're going to see a very similar variation of him here shortly, but he is really just sort of here, I guess, is the best way to put it right now. And yeah, we are not doing like much damage. This Keyblade is not making me happy with its damage output. That's cool. If you catch him on fire, it does like a little runaway fire thing. But yeah, you can see like we're doing good chunks of damage, but like for how much we're wailing on him, it's not really... I feel like we should be doing much more. But you can see at the same point in time, like I haven't healed or anything yet, and he's hit me with his big move there 3 times, and it's doing like almost legitimately nothing to myself as well. So I'm not really concerned as much of it's just like, it's gonna take time. And yeah, this form, I don't think we've displayed it yet on the channel, but it actually makes my Keyblade into like a gun type thing, and then I could like just pop shots off from a distance, which is nice. Always nice when you can do some stuff like this. Just a different variation of sword, just something cool. Something to switch up, you know, the key gameplay. And yeah, man, like, just look at his HP. It's like, it's not going anywhere. Just like you would expect to be able to dwindle it down a little bit. And I think part of that is our level. We are a little under-leveled for a lot of these worlds now. And our Keyblade is more... I'd say this Keyblade is a well-balanced Keyblade. Like, it's probably about as strong as we can... Now, there's one Keyblade we could have gotten before this that's a little bit stronger, but... Yeah, it's not as strong as the strongest Keyblade we could have equipped right now. But it's more well balanced, like in terms of like magic power and attack power. Like it's the best split, like best bang for your buck Keyblade at this point. But sometimes, especially if you're like me and you're a big, you know, you're just pressing that A button over and over and over again in most battles and not really utilizing a lot of your magic. Sometimes, you know, it's nicer just to have the all-out attack Keyblade if all you're using your magic for is curing. But like I said, I think that's like... We would have to go to another world and get the Keyblade that's slightly better than the one we have. Because I think, as far as it goes right now, this Keyblade is not only the most well-rounded, but it's actually the most powerful Keyblade we can equip that we have in our personal inventory at this point in time, so... No improvements in this episode, but I think next episode we'll likely get a new Keyblade and we can adjust from there. So something exciting to see, and of course all these are going to be either whole new worlds or revisits of worlds, and they're going to be complete, you know, what we do in that world at that time, so... Don't have to worry about, a halfway mark or anything like that. Donald, oh boy. Donald's got like ants in his pants. He's like dancing around. Ah. He showed us his face. Yeah, and he calls for parlay. Honestly, I think like the Pirates parlay thing is about as bogus as it's going to be here. You should always stick to the code. And this guy is like clearly has not stuck to the code thus far. So yeah. I don't know why you would accept parlay from him. It seems kind of dumb. And oh boy, there they go. There they go. And this guy gets re-erected out of the water and sends us a-flying onto the old boat. And then the organizational member uses the cannons from this boat to blast us to holy hell. Elizabeth and Will come out and don't do a single thing as they watch us get completely annihilated. And there he goes. I don't think they mentioned his name yet, so I'm not going to mention it. I like to keep my lore as close to my chest as I can. But here we are in the remnants of the boat, crashed onto a dock somehow, or like some rock formation. And Jack is back in his zombified form. Yeah, I think Jack's cursed by the monster that attacked us there, that heartless creature. But like, none of us are greedy. Yeah, except for you, Donald. Greedy son of a bitch. I mean, he's legitimately related to Scrooge. So, something to keep in mind. Maybe the greediness runs in the family. But we're gonna have to get the medallions off of those nobodies now, which could be a bit of a headache. Honestly, it's pretty easy. I'm going to show us defeating the first one, and then just know that there's 4 in total that you have to find. You could find 3 of them here in this location, and then 1 of them later. This is the first one that you run into, and you'll find another one in this location if you leave and then come back. Like this same exact spot, he'll be here. On all of them, there is a time limit. You'll see. Oh, on this first one there isn't, but on the future ones there is, and they're all decently reasonable. It'll be like, you have 40 seconds to destroy this nobody and get the medallion, and as long as you do that, you're fine. So you get the medallion, you do that to 4 nobodies over the course of a period of time, and then you're all complete. Then you'll have all the medallions. Then you're good to press onward with the story. Like I said, I like the story of the Pirates of the Caribbean. I think it's an okay movie. I was never in love with it, but I think it's okay. But in Kingdom Hearts, it's like really bizarre. It's at least my opinion. Especially like in the second Kingdom Hearts here. It is unique, but I don't know. Yeah, but who's to blame for it? And he's definitely blaming Elizabeth. A hooded man took his pirates and creatures with him in some strange hole. We saw him from the storage room, and he's like, You didn't want to confront them at all? Like, you know, in the rare event that he just killed all your friends, you didn't think vengeance would be appropriate? Or in due action? But let's go get the medallions. There we go, we got all the medallions. Woo! We got them all. Where's the chest? Why doesn't anybody ever put like a lock on the chest? You could have did that while we were gone. Could have closed it at the minimum. Not just left it open in the dark tunnel. You know? But besides, I guess these guys being bumbling buffoons and thinking nobody would ever be greedy again in the history of people, I guess we're gonna have to go and fight this guy one last time. Jack's just annoyed that he has to do something. I understand. Can be fairly annoying. But here we go. We made it back to the port. Let's go defeat this enormous looking Heartless guy. Now the key with him, I'll tell you, this battle shouldn't be as long as it is in this video, but it's gonna be, and I'll tell you exactly why too. We put the 4 back, it reverses the curse, except not on Jack apparently. And it's like, yeah, the curse is caused by the monster, not the gold. But like, it's alright, Jack, we'll just defeat him. But you see, he continuously comes, takes a swipe at the gold, transforms into his other form. So when he's in that other form, it means gold is missing from the chest. So we have to continuously go and capture said gold. Like this. And it says, yeah, use magic to collect that from the Heartless. But here's what I found in testing this. Sometimes, I have to put that in there. There we go. Now he's back in his original form. Sometimes the magic works when you use it on him. Let's go into our master form just to get as much damage as we can get done here. Sometimes, yeah, it works when you do that with the magic. And then other times, it doesn't work. Like, it just flat out does not work. It's a lie. Which can be really annoying. Now, I'm using Master Form here, which you can only use when you have your drive all the way full. But you can see that actually did, like, a really good chunk of damage, so I'm glad that, like, I came out with that. Because I'm sure he's only, right, all these bosses usually get slightly difficult as slightly more difficult as the battle goes on. So I feel pretty good with my decision of just using all of my drive right out the gate. The Heartless is stealing the medallions. Fire's not going to work there, and you can see the chest is quickly depleting. But with this one, you have to get really close and do a triangle command. I missed that on that one. Because it's just dumb. I don't like the whole you have to use magic to actually cause him to drop stuff. A lot of this time, that's why I kept Donald, but Donald refuses to use magic against him, I guess. But usually Donald's magic is what makes him drop stuff. That, and when you get him in this scenario where he's actually stealing stuff, like not this one, but when he's stealing it from the chest, which you'll see here, I'm sure shortly he's going to go again. Like that, there's a triangle command here, which will actually knock him out of the way, and then triangle again, which will make him drop a ton of the coins. So that's the more reliable way to get the coins and put them in the chest. And I will say, like, if you think they're all lumped together, that is not the case either. I think you'll see it in this episode, I've had him have one coin that's like dropped on the ground that him and I both can't find for a period of time. And then that just sort of puts a damper on the whole fight, because there's a coin somewhere on the playing field that you have to find and carry back to the chest, and he'll keep trying to steal coins, and yeah, it's a headache. Here we go, he's got 106 left. It just stinks because, like, I don't even want to get close to him, because I can't really do anything. You can see Donald's hitting him with thunder there, it's not doing a damn thing. Like I said, it doesn't make much sense. And that only occurs in the final mix version. In the original Kingdom Hearts 2, that was not the case. I actually did some research and discovered that that is like a bug in Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix. But here, as long as he doesn't get over 100, I think we should be able to get him to drop all his coins. Okay, he's at 128. Will he still drop all of them? Yeah, he did. I'm uncertain to how much damage that actually does when we do that, but... I mean, to his health bar, none. But to, like, the collecting process... Like, how many coins does he drop each time we do that is what I'm trying to say. I'm unaware. And honestly, that thing isn't... His swirly maneuver doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I would suggest avoiding it. It's usually after every 2 combos. But, like I said, it doesn't do a lot of damage, so if you want to continue to use it, and then just periodically heal, that's on you, I guess. I don't think there's anything stopping you from doing that. And I'm going to go for Master Form again here to get the most bang for my buck out of his HP. I should have waited until I had 5, because each second in this thing actually does make a huge difference. As you can see, like, you could really deplete someone's health points using these forms. Like, they are big time beneficial. Yeah, just to have a second or 2 more in that process would have been helpful, but I don't know, he probably would have swapped into doing this thing here. Now he has all 800 coins on his person. So that's sort of really annoying. Okay, but Donald, my boy. Just continuously hitting him with Thunder, Donald. Look at that. Donald made him drop 200 out the gate. Gonna heal myself here. Okay, we are in big trouble, actually, because he's got an alarming amount of coins. Yeah, he's got over half right now, which is not good. You can see that one piece over there. And here, I go for Thunder. Doesn't do anything. So that's... I just stopped trying altogether. I know, you could say, well, Average Joe, you tried 1 time. What are you talking about, man? But MP's pretty precious in this game, so 1 time is actually enough for me. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you liked this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff is greatly motivational for myself. And, yeah, it motivates me to continue to make videos just like this in the near future. I don't know what our Let's Play, like, layout looks like right now for, like, games and whatnot, but I can promise until both games are completed, we'll be playing Kingdom Hearts 2 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Pokemon Soul Silver on Tuesday and Thursday. Outside of that, I don't know what our next games are going to be because I don't know when we're going to finish, but yeah, those are the Let's Plays in place right now, and once those are wrapped up, we'll be moving on to 2 other Let's Plays, but I don't know what they are at the time being. So, like I said, if you feel that you like this episode or any of the episodes in the series, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It's all greatly appreciated. And if you're looking for more Kingdom Hearts content, please feel free to check out the Let's Play Kingdom Hearts series. There should be a playlist out there under my playlist section in which we play through the original Kingdom Hearts game. You know, the audio and things like that might be a little bit different because it was about this time last year, so I had a whole different complete setup and was just sort of getting used to posting like really solid content. You know, it was just sort of getting in the hang of continuously posting stuff and getting stuff out there. But yeah, the style might be a little bit different, but it's the same sort of Let's Plays and very interesting stuff. We beat through all of Kingdom Hearts 1, so if you love the Kingdom Hearts stuff, go and check that out. And there'll be more Kingdom Hearts stuff to come in the future. But if you're looking for more Kingdom Hearts 2 stuff, I guess you'll just have to wait until Wednesday to get the next episode of that. Till next time, everybody take it easy, and I hope you all had a snazzy Monday and a snazzy week moving forward. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Just who was that chap?
He is part of an organization that's collecting hearts. First, they release Heartless into different worlds. We defeat those Heartless, then they get the hearts. We're never gonna stop them like this.
What's the plan, then?
We gotta find their stronghold and finish them off, once and for all.
Sail in these waters, I've heard some tales. but not a one like this.
Is there any way we can help?
Anything at all.
There is. It's certain we don't need the likes of that hooded fellow and the Heartless about. They'll ruin the market for us true pirates.
So that's why you went to Port Royal. And we thought you actually wanted to save everyone.
A pirate always looks to profit, Miss Swan.
Too bad. You had us going there thinking you turned over a new leaf.
The question is, what's beyond the leaf, savvy?
Oh yes. A reward. And what'll it be?
That lovely blade of Sora's.
Okay, sure.
Hold on, that was far too easy. What's the rub? Now there, you see?
Well, you've always got the pearl, Jack.
That I do. But someday I'll gather a bloodthirsty crew and come to take that blade. Chance by then, I'll have the way to wield it. And if I succeed, I'll ask you two to join me. That'd be reward enough.
Done.
Maybe someday Jack will be able to use the Keyblade after all.
Why's that?
Yep, he and Sora are kind of alike, don't you think?
Are
What?
not.
Some say Jack Sparrow's the worst pirate ever to sail the Spanish Main.
No one could really mean that.
Right. We know he's the best.
I hope we'll get to see him again.